Hello and welcome back everybody. It's Complicated Relationships Reddit Stories. Hope you guys are safe and healthy. Now let's see what the story is about today. My wife had a 3-year relationship with her old college professor. This is a real hard story to share, but it feels therapeutic. Hopefully, I can get some advice along the way. Now let's listen to the story. Also, if you like what I do, please give this video a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel.
My wife and I have been married for almost 10 years. We're both in our mid-30s. A few years ago, she decided she wanted to go back to college and get her master's degree. We both thought it was a good idea. Our married life was great, and we were both very happy. It was the happiest I had ever been. When she started going back to school, life obviously got busier because she had more on her plate. After a few months, her behavior started to change. She'd stay out later than normal to study at the university library, or she'd meet up with people from class for various projects. Sometimes she'd forget something at the office and have to go get it, even though it was late. I had a feeling something was off, but I had no proof. Everything she said made sense. Sometimes I would verify things or try to find inconsistencies, but nothing. Everything seemed normal. I just thought I was being paranoid.
That Saturday morning, OP sat down to check his emails.
We share a home computer, which she sometimes uses for homework. I noticed she forgot to log out of her account from the night before. Before logging her out, I see tons of emails from one person. I didn't recognize the name. So I went to her Facebook and Instagram accounts to see if she was friends with this guy. Nope. So I Googled him, and it turned out it was her college professor. He was in his 50s, married, and had 3 teenage kids. It looked like he was happily married. I was relieved and didn't think much else about it. The emails seemed innocent. I remember when I was in college, I emailed back and forth with professors all the time. From there on, I never noticed anything suspicious. Again, I thought I was being paranoid. Some time goes by and life gets easier. She was really hitting her stride with school and she wasn't as stressed or busy anymore. We had more time together and we started building a house. Life was essentially on cruise control. Until the nightmare began.
It was a Thursday and OP decided to come home early to surprise his wife because he wanted them to go out for dinner at this new place that just opened.
As I was driving down our street, I noticed a car pulling out of my driveway. We passed each other and I immediately recognized the guy. It was her old college professor. So, I immediately go inside the house and found my wife standing in the kitchen wearing just a towel. She was so stunned that she didn't even know what to say, like she was fumbling her words, asking me why I was home. I immediately asked why her professor had just left our house and why was she in a towel. She told me I was overreacting and nothing had happened. So I went straight up to our bedroom and she tries to stop me. When I got to our room, it was obvious what had happened. I told her I was going to contact his wife if she didn't tell me everything.
Finally, the wife broke down and admitted it to all.
They had been having an on and off relationship for 3 years. She said it started the semester after she left his class, but she claims that she was brainwashed by him and that she didn't really want to do it. She said he was in a position of power, even though he wasn't her professor anymore, and claims she was manipulated into a physical relationship over a 3-year period. It's been a week since I found out. I moved my stuff out that next morning when my wife was at her parents' house, and I contacted a divorce attorney. I feel like a zombie. None of this even seems real. My wife has been texting, calling, and emailing me nonstop, asking for forgiveness and a second chance. Her family's trying to contact me as well to convince me to give her another shot. Today, I finally blocked her on everything and her family. Fortunately, I have a great support system, and everyone has been super helpful. I'm going to schedule an appointment with a therapist next week so I can get the ball rolling. I know it will take time to heal, and I know I deserve better. Sorry for the long post. I really needed to get this off my chest.
I'm trying to focus on the good things that I have in my life. I have a lot to be grateful for. I'm not going to leave his wife in the dark. She should have the opportunity to decide her future just like I did. End of the story. Well, OP, no. He did not brainwash her. That's a nice excuse for the fact that she has been physically attached to another man for 3 years. She's an adult and that's a very poor excuse. And if you believe it, sorry, but more fool you. You know it's a lie. She has lied over and over again with her choices. If she didn't want to do it, why didn't she tell you when he made the first move? She has also put your health at risk because I bet they didn't use protection. I would inform his wife. She deserves to know so she can make her own decision regarding the situation. Imagine if she knew and didn't tell you. Then you found out later that everyone kept it from you. I hope you will do the right thing, OP. Good luck. We have another story coming up next, but before that, if you're enjoying the video so far, please give this video a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel. The second story is titled, My wife left me for another guy, but now she texts me frequently and cries to me all the time.
To start, I'm 31 and my wife is 28. We have 2 kids, 7 and 5. My wife asked me for a separation in August 27, 2020. She left that day and was apparently living at her mom's. The day after, I get messages from her cousin that she's been cheating on me. Wife claims she never did up to this day. A week after, we met up to do a Zoom meeting on her phone to meet our son's teacher online. She gets a Facebook message saying something like, "Only a few hours," with some emojis. After the meeting, I asked her if she could explain that, and she said she didn't want to talk about it and that she deleted the messages already. She said it was a girlfriend of hers because my wife was going on a date, and apparently girlfriends get excited for each other and think they're just going to get some, which I obviously didn't believe at all. I got really upset and told her to leave.
Around Thanksgiving, October for them in Canada, she told OP that she was taking the kids to another city to visit their grandparents and go swimming.
She ended up lying and actually went with our kids and this guy she apparently cheated on me with and stayed in a hotel. On their drive back, the car engine blew. The car she fought me for and owes almost $12,000 on and still makes payments on every couple weeks. This is when I started to believe in fate a little bit more. Between September and November, my wife and I drank together and were intimate around 5 or 6 times. I still wanted her back, and I really wanted to be with her. The part that I'm realizing now is that she's been seeing this guy for a while now. I found pictures of them about a week and a half ago. Ever since I saw those pics and confirmed things, I've stopped talking to her. I just wanted to believe all her lies, even when they were obvious. So, she's cheated on me, left me for him, and was cheating on that guy with me. She came over, and we were talking, and she was letting me touch her and give her a full body massage and everything. Right now, I can't even fathom what's going on in her head.
Now, here are some other extra facts.
The kids are doing well. My apartment is spotless, and I've lost 50 pounds since she left me. She's come to my place a couple of times and has cried to me about how it's so unfair that I'm doing so much better than she is. She said it's not fair that I'm doing all this now and not when we were together. She told me she still loved me on Christmas Day and bought me a bottle of sake because she knows how much I want to visit Japan. So she put thought into it. I don't mean to sound rude either, but she doesn't look very good. She's been putting on weight, has gone hard into drinking. She tells me she cries all the time. She told me she was depressed with me, left me thinking it'd be better, but is still depressed and that messes with her. But, as we know, happiness comes from within, and she has none. So, if you left me for someone else, at least be happy about it and make the best of it.
She hasn't texted OP for 4 days now. This is the longest she hasn't texted him in 4 months.
She has told me before, when we were together, that if she ever left, I would fail. When I started a job working in a kitchen, started as a dishwasher, she said I would never make any friends. Apparently, she forgot how social and good I am with people. All the waitresses loved me. I was even asked if I'd want to bartend. At the time, I was overweight and my self-worth and confidence were shot, so I didn't take up the bartending. She didn't like how many people, especially the girls, ended up liking me. Throughout the marriage, whenever me and my wife would go out drinking, she would always end up dancing and flirting with other guys, even with my close friends. I don't drink often, but one Halloween, I drank too much at a friend's party, ended up passing out and throwing up everywhere. While I was doing that, she was with the guys showing off her dancing skills for free and who knows what else. But she convinced me nothing happened and ended up making me think I'm crazy and everyone was wrong. Basically, gaslighting me.
I'm seeing a therapist now, and I'm learning that basically she just need attention from external sources non-stop. Getting it from her husband just wasn't enough.
I know we all have issues. Our marriage wasn't perfect. I know I still love her and care about her, but I won't be a backburner or a second choice. I hate comparing how she and I are doing, but it makes me feel better right now. I have my own place, a dog, happy kids, my own vehicle, money, in university, and even though I feel like complete garbage, I'm going through the emotions so I can fully move on and try to be at peace. Whereas, she is living at her mom's place, broken car, no money, and living off CERB, unhappy, depressed. Thought the grass was greener, and it isn't. She is so afraid to be alone with her own thoughts that she still sleeps next to her mom or the kids sometimes. When I have moved on, she will not.
OP doesn't know if she will ever move on because she knows she made a mistake and is stubborn.
In the end, I just don't know why she cheated and left, but continues to text me, wanted to be intimate, says how much I'm doing better than her. It messes up my mind. But then again, how can you understand someone who doesn't even understand themselves? I'm doing well, but some weeks I just feel so much hurt. Like she pulled my heart out, shattered it, and stayed with the other guy on top of the shattered pieces. Anyways, that's the story. There's so much more I can say and background that I could give, but I think this does it. It's a difficult time to get separated, cheated on, and the pandemic at the same time.
Divorce is 100% what's happening in the future. I know the reality of the situation now though, and getting into driver's seat. I will rebuild our home and it's going to be better than ever. Who knows what future holds years down the road. One thing I know is that even if I ever forgive her for this, I know it'll always be in the back of my head and I'll never forget about it. End of the story. Well, OP, you're a perfect example of what's suggested when things like this happen. You keep moving forward in your life. Lost 50 pounds and went back to school. Got promoted in your job while she went the other way. It seems obvious whomever the affair partner was, he didn't really want her. That's why she's staying with her mother. She thought her bottom was for the world. You move on and find someone much better. She ain't worth it and she knows it. That's why she's so depressed. Go find the right one and move away from her or just be FWB. So good luck, stay strong and make wise decisions. Thank you all for listening. Please like, comment and share the video if you enjoyed it. Also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you will be notified when we upload the next video. Take care.